Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and in today's video I will be talking about the Dan Snyder slash Bruce Allen situation that, unfolded today, and why I'm just sick of this whole Dan Snyder saga. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. Trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Really close, so please help me get there. Also hit that like button and turn on that notification bell. So, the whole Dan Snyder situation and him selling the team, it kind of went quiet for the last, I would say, month. No real news after, it initially came out that he's exploring the sale of the team, or at least a minority part of the team, but then it came out that it's likely the whole thing. And then after that, there was kind of a week or two of new allegations and stuff like that. But the last few weeks, really nothing, which is surprising because usually every single week, there's something new with this man. But now we got some new stuff, so I'll read this right here, and then I'm going to talk about, I'm just absolutely done with this situation. Former Washington team president Bruce Allen testified to the House Oversight Committee that an NFL executive told him that Dan Snyder's representatives leaked the John Gruden emails last year, which eventually led to Gruden resigning as coach of the Raiders. So that's kind of something that was debated last year, and let's keep moving. Gonna keep moving. So Bruce Allen was asked by the House committee about an email regarding left tackle Trent Williams holding out in 2019. Allen said they could have re-signed him to a long-term deal, but Dan Snyder said no, not one dime, fine him the max, which a lot of people were wondering why he wasn't re-signing. Well, that's because we weren't offering him nothing. So, he couldn't re-sign if we weren't paying him anything, and that's just unfortunate because he was one of the best left tackles in football, if not the best, top three for sure. And we gave him up for a third and a fifth round pick. That's absolutely ridiculous. A third and a fifth. If we would have played that right, even if we didn't sign him long term, we could have gotten at least a first plus, but we got a freaking third round pick. Which turned out to be Benjamin St. Juste, but still not worth nearly as much as Trent Williams is right now. One of the best left tackles in football over the last few years. And he signed a long-term extension. I love Charles Leno, but imagine if we had Trent Williams right now, and maybe you could have Leno on the right side, if possible. But yeah, Bruce Allen, he wasn't great, but definitely Dan Snyder was more of a problem than Bruce Allen. And it's just really frustrating because every single week or month, there's something new with Dan Snyder. And he never gets held accountable. Never. The NFL, defends him. Finally, a couple months ago, right before, a couple weeks before he played the Colts, Jim Irsay, spoke out against him and said, he should be forced out and he shouldn't be an owner. And, I'm very thankful he did that because I felt like that started to lead the momentum. There was some reports that there would be enough, votes to get him out. And I love that. That was like the first time he was really held accountable because the reports from whatever investigation, the Beth Wilkinson report. I'm sorry, I don't even know the name because there's 100 different ones, but those weren't, the report wasn't released to the public, and they keep kind of just defending him. And now I feel like the tone has kind of shifted, and it's just hard to defend a man like Dan Snyder. And then I'm just going to read this right here. So Bruce Allen stating under oath that Dan Snyder leaked the emails that got John Gruden fired from the Raiders. Snyder implicated in permitting and participating in terrible team culture, which, included some of those, allegations of, misconduct and stuff. And then Snyder hired a private investigator to follow Bruce Allen around. So just a terrible situation. There's no other way to put it. Let's see if I can go here to John Keim, just see some other things that they reported. No real, this isn't really going to affect that much in terms of he sells. I think he's already made that decision. But let's kind of go through some other things. It's just crazy. This is just absolutely crazy. There was some things about how Martin Mayhew actually was the one that he was the one who made the decision to trade for Carson Wentz, and it was not actually Dan Snyder. So let's see right here. In his deposition, former team president said he has the card of one private investigator who was outside his home. Said neighbors told him they saw drones in his backyard. And Snyder denied knowledge of Bruce Allen being followed. Snyder pinned a lot of the culture issues on Allen, blamed him for hiring the coach with the TMZ thing, as in Gruden and the infamous photo You guys can read the rest there. And Snyder also said during the deposition that he should have fired Allen instead of Lafamina. I made the wrong decision. So seems like we've known this, but he really dislikes Bruce Allen now, even though they were kind of best buds for a very, very, very long time. So talking about, Ron Rivera's been doing a great job. I want to read this because I haven't read this whole thing. So Snyder mentioned a few times in his deposition about their excitement for the future of the organization, felt Rivera was doing a marvelous job, but less than 3 months later, it's up for sale. Whether full or partial, they haven't said, of course. Okay, so interesting. I was thinking that Snyder said that last part, and I was like, okay, wow, because it's still like not confirmed. Like we don't know if he is actually going to be selling the full team. We think it's likely, but not we don't know for sure. And then I want to see one more, and this is Kevin Sheehan, because he's the kind of the Snyder expert here. I've been a fan for a long time, and okay. Let's see this right here. So, and sorry, this is usually have these up, but it's finals week this week, studying for a bunch, and I didn't have time to put this up before the video. So he says, at this point, the thing that matters most is that he continues down the path and succeeds in selling a team. I believe he is, and he will. As far as the rest of it, as Ron might say, more interesting than important. So, yeah, I kind of agree with this. I don't think any of this is going to really change the chances of him selling the team. I really don't. Maybe it pushes it a little bit more towards yes, but I just want this to be done. I want this to be, I just want him to sell the team. I want to see that report. That tweet from the Commanders, we are selling the full team, or Jeff Bezos has bought the team, or whoever, I don't care. Someone buying the team, because it's been allegation, report after allegation, after investigation, so many things. And this man is still the owner. So, it's just completely ridiculous to me that this guy is still an owner. And it's understandable, from the NFL standpoint, because a lot of these owners haven't done as much as Snyder, but have done similar things. And if Snyder's out, then maybe they would be out. So that's why they're not voting for him. They're not voting him out, but still, I don't know. It's just really, really frustrating. And I hope this comes to an end soon, so we don't have to hear about it in the news every day, every single day. I don't like to make a ton of Snyder videos, but since it is the bye week and we don't really have that much football to talk about, I thought I would do this. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. And let me know down below in the comments section what videos you guys want to see over the next week before we actually get back to football, because the next few days it's going to be kind of slow around Commanders land. So just let me know. Thanks for watching, and peace.